I want to bring in our law enforcement experts now. Vincent Vargas is a former Border Patrol agent who served in the elite Board Star unit. They are experts in searching and tracking. Raymond Carr is a retired FBI special agent who co-hosts the Cold Red podcast. And Jeffrey Halstead is a retired police chief for Fort Worth, Texas, and a former commander in the Phoenix, Arizona Police Department. Great to have all of you here. Raymond, I'm going to start with you because of the FBI connection. Clearly, the FBI is taking these ransom letters seriously, because they include these facts about Nancy, that she was wearing this Apple Watch, that there's a floodlight in her home. But as Brian just pointed out, we don't really know if these are things that only the kidnappers would know.
That's correct. Just so you know, I was a team leader for Philadelphia's FBI hostage negotiation team. So I'm familiar with these types of situations.
So what do you make? What do you make of these videos? The video that just came out from Cameron Guthrie literally moments ago at that deadline that was in the hostage demand, and the video last night from Savannah and her sister Annie. Is that the right move?
Let's talk first about the Savannah Guthrie's video. There's four things that came out in that video to me. The first thing is the fact that it was strategically done. I don't think they wrote it by themselves. I think they had support from law enforcement. Probably the FBI assisted them in writing that because they're going to be part of that process. Number two, first of all, they asked for a means to communicate, and then they asked for proof of life, which is standard. The other thing that she did, which I thought was very good, is she humanized Nancy.
Right.
She wasn't, a lot of times your offenders look at the victims as a vehicle to their means, to their end. And here she was able to humanize her, talk about her medical condition, her grandchildren, her children. And the last thing, which I thought was also really good, was her tone. You have to understand that tone is 5 times more important than what you say. And she showed a great deal of empathy. And I thought that was really good on her part.
And just very, very quickly before I move on to the other panelists, also strategic was Cameron's brand new video that just came out a few minutes ago, right at the time of that first deadline in the ransom note.
Well, you know, you talk about the deadline passing, but there's really no reason to communicate or to be able to satisfy that demand because there's issues that there's been numerous cases I've been involved in where we worked and walked past a deadline numerous times.
Right.
And it happens because there's things that need to be shown. And in this case, there's a need of proof of life. We need to know that, hey, are these people actually the individuals that are holding Nancy captive? Or are they just some people running a scam?
All right, Chief, we have this new timeline that the sheriff revealed today that at 5:30 p.m. Nancy takes an Uber to a family member's house. At 9:48 p.m. the garage door opens. As that family member drops her back at home, the garage door closes at 9:50 p.m. And then at 1:47 a.m. this doorbell camera is disconnected. At 2:12 a.m. a sensor on one of the cameras detects someone or something moving near the house. And at 2:28, the pacemaker app disconnects from her home, meaning she's now too far away from her phone for the pacemaker to connect. So whatever happened, it seems to have happened in that 31-minute time frame between 1:47 a.m. and 2:28 a.m.
Yeah, without a doubt, I think that timeline is going to benefit. Remember that there is a public facing of this investigation. Then there's an extreme strategic focus of the investigation itself. So the public facing is very generic, and sometimes it can be vague intentionally, but the strategic focus of this investigation is extensive. I'm feeling for all of these investigators, especially the sheriff as well as the family, because they are absolutely exhausted. They're not getting any sleep. But what is absolutely critical, and especially for viewers, if you have these security systems and you do not have immediate cloud backup and you arm your systems at night, it is frustrating for law enforcement to get that intelligence and to get it out to these investigators.
Right, Chief, the sheriff said they're still working on it, but they can't seem to get the images themselves. I mean, it feels like you go to all this effort to install these security devices, and then literally we might have the kidnapper or abductor on, captured by the sensors, and yet no video.
Yeah, it's because when he talked about that loop recording over and over again, it's because it was not installed and or activated to a cloud service module for that particular security doorbell camera. In all these other high profile cases, they get those images immediately from the cloud. This one was just rolled over. It's going to take an extensive amount of the data scientists and data searching into those devices to get that information and then strategically work on the focus.
Vincent, we just heard that the blood on the porch was tested and it did come back to Nancy Guthrie. It looks, that's not an insignificant amount of blood. It seems to signify she was really hurt somehow.
Yeah, I agree. It looks like that with Borstar on the case, I think that's going to be significant for them to be able to find with the scent of the dog and continue to start tracking. If they did go by foot, that's what they've been activated for.
Borstar can only help. Borstar, by the way, is that special Border Patrol unit that you were part of, and it has been called in to help in the search for Nancy. It has special expertise in tracking people in the desert, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's the terrain. That's the area of operation for the Borstar team. They work in that environment all day long. They know all the travel routes that are taken by foot all the time. And so they're going to be on that with their search dogs. Those dogs are highly trained. They can pick up scent and continue to carry it and follow it through all their tracks. And so in each one of them, it's important to mention are medics in some capacity, EMTs or paramedics. And so in the event they do come across her, they can provide medical attention immediately.
But are they only able to track her if she couldn't walk? There's no way. They got into some vehicle somehow.
Yeah, that's one. If they're tracking by foot, yes, it's accurate. But if they're in vehicle, then at that point, it's going to be hard for them to find anything.
Raymond, the ransom note had this 5 p.m. Arizona time deadline today for payment. That deadline just passed. There appears to be a second deadline for Monday. How common is that to have 2 deadlines for payment in a ransom note?
It's not, and it also makes me question the credibility of it. When you look at the outset of this case, the offenders, and I say offenders because there's more than one, were very organized.
Why do you say there's more than one?
Just because of the ability to do that, the ability to move her.
Yeah.
She wasn't able to move very far. So probably at least 2, if not more.
Okay.
And when you look on the back end of this with the demand or the ransom, when 2, it just tells me that it's not very credible. And I'm concerned of the fact that is this actually real? But it doesn't matter how you feel about it. You still have to treat it as though it is real. But the ransom notes are psychologically a powerful tool. And I don't think that the offenders in this case really thought it through on the back end of this.
All right. Vincent, Vargas, Jeffrey Halstead, Raymond Carr, really appreciate all 3 of you joining us with your expertise. Thank you so much.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.